What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? So silence is a secret weapon that you guys possess, and this is something that I kind of seen all of my life from other people, and I never really thought about it deeply. It's always been like hidden in plain sight type of deal, right? The people that were always the most successful, the people that are always climbed up to leadership positions, right? The people that always were kind of in leadership roles, or they got ahead in life a little more, were always the quiet people. Now, if you are extroverted, if you are, if that's your personality type, that's you. You know what I'm saying? You can't change that. And this is by no means telling you to change it, because I naturally like to crack jokes. I naturally like to be, you know what I'm saying? I like to have a good time. But as I grew older, I kind of started appreciating silence more, right? And even if you are extroverted, you could still utilize this, especially in if you are in a work environment, or if you're in an environment where, you don't know much about the subject, or you're trying to move up in ranks. Silence is one of your best tools. Okay. And what silence also does is like I alluded to earlier, it helps you climb up. It helps you go up in status, and it helps you be respected. Okay. And I'm gonna go deeper into it. First of all, this is Tarik Talks. You guys could have been anywhere in the world, but you are here with me. Fellas and ladies too, there is a place to, have fun. And there's also a place to, tone it down a bit. Now, am I saying I got to give the disclaimer every time, because I know I'm gonna get someone in a comment section just purposely trying to throw their 2 cents in, right? They'll write a whole paragraph, and they, instead of making their own channel so they could talk about that shit, they want to hop on other people's channels and be an expert, right? I'm by no means telling you to change who you are, okay? I'm just telling you, this is a tool in your toolbox. You feel me? It's a tool in your toolbox. Like everyone has a toolbox with wrenches and ratchets and screws and all that. It's just a tool, okay? So we got that disclaimer out the way. But you guys need to know that this is a secret tool that you have. And contrary to popular belief, what is social? Well, I was gonna say media, but social media too, right? It shows all of these people doing all of this stupid shit for attention, and their videos get millions of thousands of likes, right? And all of that good stuff. So naturally, and even before social media, it always showed you the guy that gets all the girls, and he's the guy that's everyone likes and stuff, is that guy that's super outgoing and super loud and super rambunctious, when in all reality, it is the quiet people. Okay, the quiet people. Because I made another video about this. You feel what I'm saying? But hey, it's an important topic. But the more you talk, bro, the less value that you have. Now, I'm not telling you to be a freaking mute. I'm not telling you to be an awkward misfit. Okay? But if you're just talking, if every chance you get, you're just flapping your gums, right? As soon as you see somebody, you just spark up a whole convo. You just start talking about nothing. You talk about your day and your fam. And let me tell you something else that's a harsh reality, but it's human nature. People don't care about, let me throw out a percentage out there. 75% of the shit that you're talking about, especially, and this is more harsh, and I learned this the hard way as well, especially when you're talking about your personal life, people do not give a damn. So that's even more ammunition for you to keep it in yourself, because the person you're talking to doesn't even care about you, right? They don't care about, of course you have your close friends that genuinely do care about you, but those come not a dime a dozen. Those are a needle in a haystack. Good luck finding those type of people, right? So think about it this way. Most of the people you come in contact with, about not damn near 90% of the people you come in contact with, don't even have your best interest. So when you think about it like that, it makes it even more it even makes it more sense for you to not divulge and your personal info, because the person across from you is listening to all this shit, and in their head they're judging you, right? They're not even, they, first of all, they don't care about your life, and second of all, they are, and this is effed up, people, they are going to use everything you say against you, right? They're going to go in and gossip about other people, even if you're telling them something positive. Even if you're like, hey, you know, I just foreclosed, I just bought a new house and shit like that. You telling them people that, in the back of their head, they're like, I don't care. And then on top of that, this is how messed up it is. They're gonna go and gossip about, oh, he can barely afford an apartment and he got a house and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be gossiping even though it was good news. So don't even divulge that. That's more ammunition for you to not even divulge in your information, because people don't care and they'll go and gossip about it, right? Second, the respect that you're gonna get. People respect people that are silent, okay? Because a person that is silent, the natural, and I'm not telling you, I've said this in the other video too. It's called the power of silence, right? The power of silence, that's what it's called. And matter of fact, I'll link it in the description if you guys want to watch that too. You don't be an a-hole, right? Of course, have respect for people. Of course, say hi to people. Of course, be like, you know, actually listen to what they say. Actually care about them, right? Actually, because some of the shit people say is actually, it can be useful information you learn by listening. Okay, that's another point though. But anyway, people will naturally think to themselves, hey, look, this guy is cool. This is what's naturally going to happen. I'm telling you guys what's naturally going to happen without you even trying. They're going to think in the back of their heads like, this guy is cool, right? He says hi to me. He waves, you know, he might ask me about my family and how, you know what I'm talking about, how I'm doing, and, you know, chop it up here and there. But for the most part, he's silent. So he probably doesn't engage in foolishness. This is what people are naturally gonna think. You're gonna give off an air of, hey, you're cool, you're a good person, you're a kind person. Same time though, you're not with all that dumb shit. You ain't with that young shit, dumb shit. You feel me? This is just naturally what you're gonna give off, as opposed to you're always talking and you're always trying to be Mr. Funny Guy, cracking a billion jokes, making yourself look stupid, right? The people that are listening to you are gonna naturally think that you're foolish, even though you might not be, even though you might be very smart and very cool. People that, you know, the more you talk, the more you spew out all of this jokes and you saying all of this dumb shit, people aren't gonna respect you and they're not gonna take you seriously. So therefore, they're gonna naturally feel like they could test you, even though they might be wrong, right? Even though you might, you know, beat the living daylights out of them for trying to test you. But by default, that's what's gonna happen, right? So why not just combat that and keep your words very selective? You feel me? Keep your words very selective so people don't even get the impression that you about that dumb shit. That thought never even crosses their mind. As opposed to you always talking, always trying to be the center of attraction, people are gonna just naturally try you. And that's just what it is, right? Like I said, the respect thing, along with that, look, man, with that, if you're trying to advance in something, a job or whatever it might be, with you being silent is gonna be twofold. With you not entertaining other people's gossip and bullshit and all that meaningless talk, you're gonna be focused on what you need to be doing, right? So whatever you're trying to do, whatever endeavor that you are in, you're gonna be focused on that instead of talking about how Keisha was effing with her boss, or, you know, whatever stupid, whatever meaningless gossip is going on, right? You're gonna be focused. So with you being focused, you're gonna, whatever you need to do, bro, especially if you're trying to get out of a situation, you're gonna double your productivity, as opposed to Ray over here talking about how Keisha cheating on her man and or effing her husband or effing the boss and stuff, while he's doing that, while he's talking about that, you out here working, you out here shining, and that's gonna get you up more. That's gonna get you out of that situation that you're in if you're trying to get out of it, right? And your boss is gonna, even if you're, and let's get it to it, not get it twisted, man. A lot of bosses are a-holes, right? That's why most bosses and supervisors are a-holes. Most, not all, but a lot of them are a-holes. And this is exactly why they got to the position they were in, right? But when they see that you're silent, when they see that you are actually doing your work, they're more likely to leave you the fuck alone, right? They're more likely to leave you alone, and they're gonna focus more on a clown over here that's always cracking jokes and gossiping about people, right? That's always gossiping about people, spilling the tea, so to speak. You know, all that feminine, you know, gossiping, fellas, is feminine shit. When you sit there for 30 minutes and you are straight up gossiping about people at your job, oh, did you hear who so-and-so is cheating with? Oh, did you hear how so-and-so is broke? Did you hear how so-and-so got his whatever home repossessed or whatever? All that feminine shit, you know, they're gonna be focused on them. And the only thing that boss, even if they're an a-hole, the only thing they're gonna see is how you was working. And they'll be like, Joe over here, he's a pretty good worker. And you might not even be the best worker, right? You might not even, let me tell you how powerful silence is. You might not even be the best worker, but by you showing that you actually care about what you're doing, right? And being focused on what you're doing and not out here. Trust me, dog, them bosses, bro, they be hearing shit that you don't even think you wouldn't even think that they know. They know this shit. They hear the talk, but bro, gossip comes around like a boomerang. And when you're involved in that dumb shit, it's gonna come back to them, right? But when you don't involve yourself in that BS, your boss is gonna be like, this dude, you know what? He might not be the brightest bulb in the case or the sharpest knife in the jar or whatever the fuck, but he's real silent. He actually focuses on what he's doing, and he's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? People are automatically gonna assume that, you know, since you don't really involve yourself in that BS, right, that you're a good person because you don't involve yourself in that BS. So your boss is gonna be like, that's a good dude right there. You know what? He's worthy of a advancement, you know? So anyway, man, with that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please let me know if it was of any help. Peace.